Showing/hiding zones. You can hide the zones in the project window according to your needs. Procedure. Do one of the following. To hide the left zone, click hide left zone on the project window toolbar. To hide the lower zone, click hide lower zone on the project window toolbar. To hide the right zone, click hide right zone on the project window toolbar. Note: the project zone is always shown. Related links. Project window toolbar. Project window. Project zone. Project zone. The project zone is the heart of the project window and cannot be hidden. The project zone features the track list and the event display with the ruler. Furthermore, you can activate/deactivate the status line, the info line, the overview line, and the transport bar for the project zone. Related links. Track list. Event display. Global track controls. Ruler. Status line. Info line. Overview line. Transport bar. Showing/hiding zones. Project window toolbar. Project window toolbar. The toolbar contains tools and shortcuts for opening other windows and various project settings and functions. To hide tools, open the toolbar context menu by right-clicking in an empty area of the toolbar and activate the tools that you want to display. To show all tools, select Show All. Note: the number of elements that are shown also depends on the size of the project window and the screen resolution. The following options are available. Activate project. Note: only available if more than one project is open. Activates a project. Project history. Undo/redo. Undoes/redoes actions in the project window. Constrain delay compensation. Constrain delay compensation. Minimizes the latency effects of the delay compensation. Left divider. Left divider. Tools that are placed to the left of the divider are always shown. Media and mix console windows. Open media bay. Open/closes the media bay. Open pool window. Open/closes the pool window. Open mix console. Open/closes the mix console. Open control room. Open/closes the control room. Open direct offline processing window. Open/closes the direct offline processing window. Track visibility configurations. Track visibility configurations. Allows you to create configurations that are useful for switching between different visibility setups. Set track visibility agents. Allows you to set a visibility agent to filter the tracks. Set track type filter. Allows you to filter the tracks by track type. Alt/op-click to reset the track type filter. State buttons. Deactivate all mute states. Deactivates all mute states. Deactivate all solo states. Deactivates all solo states. Deactivate all listen states. Deactivates all listen states. Activate/deactivate read for all tracks. Activate/deactivates read automation for all tracks. Activate/deactivate write for all tracks. Activate/deactivates write automation for all tracks. Suspend all read/write automation. Suspends all read/write automation. Automation mode. Automation follows events. Lets your automation events follow automatically when you move an event or part on a track. Global automation mode. Allows you to select the global automation mode. Open automation panel. Opens the automation panel. Auto scroll. Auto scroll. Keeps the project cursor visible during playback. Select auto scroll settings. Allows you to activate page scroll or stationary cursor and to activate suspend auto scroll when editing. Locators. Go to left locator position. Allows you to go to the left locator position. Left locator position. Shows the left locator position. Go to right locator position. Allows you to go to the right locator position. Right locator position. Shows the right locator position. Locator range duration. Locators to selection. Allows you to set the locators to the selection. Locator range duration. Shows the duration of the locator range. Transport controls. Go to previous marker/0. Moves the project cursor to the previous marker/0 position on the timeline. Go to next marker/project end. Moves the project cursor to the next marker/project end. Rewind. Moves backward. Forward. Moves forward. Activate cycle. Activate/deactivate cycle mode. Stop. Stops playback. Start. Starts playback. Transport record. Activate/deactivates record mode. Time displays. Select primary time format. Allows you to select a time format for the primary time display. Primary time display. Shows the position of the project cursor in the selected time format. Select secondary time format. Allows you to select a time format for the secondary time display. Secondary time display. Shows the position of the project cursor in the selected time format. Markers. Jump to marker. Allows you to set and locate marker positions. Open markers window. Opens the markers window. Tool buttons. Combine selection tools. Combines the object selection tool and the range selection tool. Object selection. Selects events and parts. Range selection. Selects ranges. Draw. Draws events. Erase. Erases events. Split. Splits events. Glue. Glues events together. Mute. Mutes events. Zoom. Zooms in. Hold Alt/Opt and click to zoom out. Comp. Assembles takes. Time warp. Allows you to adjust musical positions of events to time positions and to perform warp operations for individual time positions. Line. Creates a series of contiguous events. Play. Allows you to play back events. Color. Allows you to colorize events. Color menu. Select color for selected tracks or events. Opens the colorize pane that allows you to colorize the selected tracks or events. Nudge. Nudge settings. Allow you to set up a snap grid for the nudge commands. By default, the snap grid for nudge operations is set to link to grid and the step width corresponds to the snap grid. If you activate link to primary time format, the snap grid for nudge operations follows the primary time format and you can set up the step width in the nudge settings pop-up menu. If you deactivate link to grid and link to primary time format, you can set up a snap grid that is fully independent for nudge operations. In this case, you can select a time format and a value from the nudge settings pop-up menu. Note: to show the nudge buttons, click the points to the right of the nudge settings. Nudge start left. Increases the length of the selected event by moving its start to the left. Nudge start right. Decreases the length of the selected event by moving its start to the right. Move left. Moves the selected event to the left. Move right. Moves the selected event to the right. Nudge end left. Decreases the length of the selected event by moving its end to the left. Nudge end right. Increases the length of the selected event by moving its end to the right. Project root key. Project root key. Changes the root key of the project. Snap. Snap to zero crossing. Restricts editing to zero crossings, that is, positions where the amplitude is 0. Snap on off. Restricts horizontal movement and positioning to the position specified by the snap type. Snap type. Allows you to specify to what positions you want events to snap. Grid type. Grid type. Allows you to specify a grid type for the snap function. This setting only has effect if snap type is set to one of the grid options. Quantize. Apply quantize. Applies the quantize settings. Quantize presets. Allows you to select a quantize preset. Soft quantize on off. Activate/deactivate soft quantize. Audio warp quantize on off. Activate/deactivates audio warp quantize. Open quantize panel. Opens the quantize panel. Audio alignment. Open audio alignment panel. Opens the audio alignment panel. Audio performance meter. Audio performance meter. The upper bar displays either the current real-time peak or the ASIO guard load, depending on which of the two has the higher value. The lower bar shows the hard disk transfer load of the disk engine. For a more detailed display of real-time peak and ASIO guard load, click to open the audio performance window. MIDI remote mapping assistant. Open MIDI remote mapping assistant. Opens the MIDI remote mapping assistant. Right divider. Right divider. Tools that are placed to the right of the divider are always shown. Window zone controls. Show hide left zone. Shows/hides the left zone of the window. Show hide lower zone. Shows/hides the lower zone of the window. Show hide right zone. Shows/hides the right zone of the window. Set up window layout. Allows you to set up the window layout. Set up toolbar. Set up toolbar. Opens a pop-up menu where you can set up which toolbar elements are visible. Related links. Left/right toolbar divider. Snap types menu. Markers. Time warp. Automation. Synchronization. Audio alignment. Project zone. Left/right toolbar divider. Left/right toolbar divider. The left and right toolbar dividers allow you to lock the position of specific tools at the left or at the right side of the toolbar so that they are always shown. All other items are shown in the center of the toolbar. When you reduce the width of the project window, these toolbar items are hidden successively. When you increase the width, they are shown again. Project window toolbar. Toolbox. Toolbox. The toolbox makes the editing tools from the toolbar available at the mouse pointer position. It can be opened instead of the standard context menus in the event display and editors. To activate the toolbox function, activate Show Toolbox on right-click in the Preferences dialog Editing Tools page. To open the toolbox, right-click in the event display or editor. If Show Toolbox on right-click is deactivated, the context menu opens. To open the context menu instead of the toolbox, press any modifier key and right-click in the event display or editor. If Show Toolbox on right-click is deactivated, press any modifier key to open the toolbox instead of the context menu. Left/right toolbar divider. Track list. Track list. The track list shows the tracks that are used in the project. When a track is added and selected, it contains name fields and settings for this track. To decide which controls are visible for each track type, right-click the track list and open the Track Controls Settings dialog. Related links. Track Controls Settings dialog. Toolbox. Dividing the track list. Dividing the track list. You can divide the track list into an upper track list and a lower track list. These track lists can have independent zoom and scroll controls. Dividing the track list is useful if you are working with a video track and multi-track audio, for example. It allows you to place the video track in the upper track list and to scroll the audio tracks separately in the lower track list so that they can be arranged with the video. Procedure. Do one of the following. Select Project Divide Track List. Click Divide Track List in the top right corner of the project window below the ruler. Result. The track list is divided and video marker or arranger tracks are automatically moved to the upper track list. All other track types are moved to the lower track list. Note: the area of the project zone that has the focus is indicated by a highlighted and solid focus frame, whereas the non-active area is shown with a dashed frame. After completing this task, to move any type of track from the lower track list to the upper track list and vice versa, right-click it in the track list and select Toggle Track List from the context menu. To resize the upper part of the track list, click and drag the divider between the track list sections. To revert to a single track list, click Divide Track List again. Related links. Keyboard focus in the project window. Track list. Event display. Event display. The event display shows the parts and events that are used in the project. They are positioned along the timeline. Dividing the track list. Global track controls. Global track controls. The global track controls allow you to manage the tracks in the track list. The global track controls are shown above the track list. Add track. Opens the Add Track dialog. Use track preset. Allows you to add a track using a track preset. Number of visible tracks. Displays how many tracks are filtered out by the Visibility tab. Set Track Visibility Agents. Allows you to set a visibility agent to filter the tracks. Set Track Type Filter. Determines which track types are shown in the track list. Find Tracks. Allows you to search for specific tracks in the track list. Related links. Opening the Visibility tab. Event display. Filtering track types. Filtering track types. You can filter tracks by their track type. Procedure. Click Set Track Type Filter above the track list. This opens the track type filter. Uncheck a track type to hide it. Result. Filtered track types are removed from the track list. The color of the Set Track Type Filter button changes to indicate that one or more track types are hidden. Global track controls. Finding tracks. Finding tracks. The Find Tracks function allows you to find specific tracks. This is useful if you have a large project with many tracks or if you have hidden tracks via the Visibility tab. Procedure. Click Find Tracks above the track list to open a selector that lists all tracks. In the search field, enter the name of the track. As you type, the selector updates automatically. In the selector, select the track and press Return. Result. The selector closes and the track is selected in the track list. Note: hidden tracks and tracks outside the view are now visible to you. Tracks that are hidden using Set Track Type Filter are not shown. Filtering track types. Ruler. Ruler. By default, the ruler shows the timeline and the display format of the project. Initially, the project window ruler uses the display format that is specified in the project setup dialog. However, you can select an independent display format for the ruler. To select an independent display format for the ruler, click the arrow button to the right of the ruler and select an option from the pop-up menu, or right-click anywhere in the ruler. The ruler settings affect the ruler, the info line, and the tooltip position values. You can also select independent formats for other rulers and position displays. Note: to set the display format globally for all windows, use the Display Format pop-up menu in the Project Setup dialog or the Select Primary Time Format pop-up menu on the Transport panel, or hold down Ctrl/CMD and select a format in any ruler. Related links. Project Setup dialog. Ruler modes. Selecting the primary time format. Finding tracks. Ruler display format menu. Ruler display format menu. You can select a display format for the ruler. To show the ruler display formats, click the arrow button to the right of the ruler. The selection that you make affects the time display formats in the following areas. Ruler. Info line. Tooltip position values. The following options are available. Bars plus beats. Sets the ruler to display bars, beats, 16th notes, and ticks. By default, there are 120 ticks per 16th note. To change this, adjust the MIDI display resolution setting in the Preferences dialog MIDI page. Seconds. Sets the ruler to display hours, minutes, seconds, and milliseconds. Timecode. Sets the ruler to display hours, minutes, seconds, and frames. You can set the number of frames per second (FPS) via the Project Frame Rate pop-up menu in the Project Setup dialog. To display subframes, activate Show Timecode subframes in the Preferences dialog Transport page. Samples. Sets the ruler to display samples. FPS user. Sets the ruler to display hours, minutes, seconds, and frames, and it allows you to define the number of frames per second. To display subframes, activate Show Timecode subframes in the Preferences dialog Transport page. Related links. Ruler modes. Ruler. Ruler modes. Ruler modes. By default, the ruler follows the primary time format, that is, the display format that you set up in the Project Setup dialog or on the Transport. The ruler modes, however, allow you to set up a display format for the ruler that differs from the display format in the main time display. To show the ruler modes, click the arrow button to the right of the ruler. Time linear. Sets the ruler relative to the time. If there are tempo changes on the tempo track, the distance between the bars varies in bars plus beats mode. Bars plus beats linear. Sets the ruler relative to the meter position, that is, bars and beats. If there are tempo changes on the tempo track, the distance between the bars remains the same in bars plus beats mode. If the ruler is set to a time-based mode, the distance between seconds varies depending on the tempo changes. Related links. Editing tempo and time signature. Ruler display format menu. Project Setup dialog. Selecting the primary time format. Ruler display format menu. Status line. Status line. The status line shows the most important project settings. To activate the status line, click Setup window layout on the toolbar and activate status line. The following information is shown on the status line. Audio inputs, audio outputs. These fields are shown if the audio device ports are not connected. Click to open the audio connections dialog and connect the ports. Max record time. Displays the remaining time for recording depending on your project settings and the available hard disk space. Click to display the remaining record time in a separate window. Record format. Displays the sample rate and the bit depth used for recording. Click to open the project setup dialog. Project frame rate. Displays the frame rate used in the project. Click to open the project setup dialog. Project pan law. Displays the current pan law setting. Click in this field to open the project setup dialog. Related links. Project window toolbar. Ruler modes. Info line. Info line. The info line shows information about the event or part that you selected in the project zone. To activate the info line, click Setup window layout on the toolbar and activate info line. Related links. Project window toolbar. Status line. Value editing rules on the info line. Value editing rules on the info line. On the info line you can edit almost all event or part data using regular value editing. If you select several events or parts, the information on the info line is shown in another color and only. In this case, only information about the first item in the selection is displayed. The following rules apply. Value changes are applied to all selected elements relative to the current values. Example, you have selected 2 audio events. The first event has a length of 1 bar, the second event has a length of 2 bars. If you change the info line value to 3, the first event is resized to 3 bars and the second event is resized to 4 bars. Value changes are applied absolute to the current values if you press Ctrl/CMD while modifying the value on the info line. In the example above, both events are resized to 3 bars. Note: to change the modifier, select a new modifier in the info line category of the Preferences dialog Editing Tool Modifiers page. Info line. Overview line. Overview line. The overview line allows you to zoom and to navigate to other sections in the project. To activate the overview line, click Setup window layout on the toolbar and activate overview. On the overview line, events and parts are displayed as boxes. A rectangle indicates the section of the project that is displayed in the event display. To zoom the event display in or out horizontally, resize the rectangle by dragging the edges. To navigate to another section of the event display, drag the rectangle to the left or to the right or click in the upper part of the overview. Related links. Project window toolbar. Value editing rules on the info line. Transport bar. Transport bar. The transport bar displays the transport functions in an integrated and fixed zone of the project window. To activate the transport bar, click Setup window layout on the project window toolbar and activate transport bar. To show hide tools, open the transport bar context menu by right-clicking in an empty area of the transport bar and activate the tools that you want to display. To show all tools, select Show All. Related links. Common record modes menu. Audio record modes. MIDI record mode. Left/right toolbar divider. Project window toolbar. Overview line. Left zone. Left zone. The left zone of the project window allows you to display the inspector and the visibility tabs. To show hide the left zone, click Show Hide Left Zone on the project window toolbar. The top of the left zone features the following tabs. Inspector. Visibility. Related links. Inspector. Visibility. Project window toolbar. Transport bar. Inspector.